Oh, the other things is the furnitures. So if we go into the D5 render, there are furnitures that we placed for the floor plans in sections. So these furnitures tends to get cut off in the middle of it. So like I remember there is a couch sofa over here, so that sofa gets cut off in the middle of it, which is not really like something that I want to see. So instead of using those D5 render furnitures for the sections, I'm actually going to use more like 2D representation of those things. And if you go into your canvas over here and go into assignment 2, this is probably what you see. And there is click on this here for the annotations. For the floor plans, you use this Illustrator file for to add the annotations. But if you download this Rhino file, it's called Viscom block over here. That file, uh, that file has the uh, basic collection of the two-dimensional things you can use. You can use this for the floor plans, or you can use it in the sections. Some of them, so like, this is a bathtub that shows in the floor plans, so you can actually copy paste those things and put it as a part of your floor plans. Kitchens, this is a stove, this is a sink. Yeah, this is a wash basin. Or the showers. These are the for the standing showers, or the what you see in the elevations. So those things could be helpful. This is a shower head in floor plan view, and you have the sofas and beds and um, peoples and tables and things like that. So these are things that you can just copy paste for the sections. So for sections, I'm gonna select this bed, uh, maybe a car. Dining table would be also nice to have. So let me just copy these guys over here and some of these pendant light. And maybe a human um, as a scale figures. Let's see. I don't know. Yeah, maybe like this lady standing over there. Um, yeah. Okay, so Control C to copy this, and I'm just gonna go to this Rhino over here and Control V to copy that, and that shows up somewhere over there. So I'm just gonna kind of bring this here and see like where we can put them. So the uh, these things are in the light layer already, so that kind of works out. Also, I think I would like to put these guys in different layers, so I'm gonna create another layer, and I'm gonna call that as a furnitures, and I'm going to put all these furnitures and stuff to this layer. So change object layers, change the colors to maybe lavender-ish. Okay, yeah. And then, so I'm going to place this car over here. Let's see, oops, over here. So that looks like these things should be in scale. Yeah, so that's fine. And I'm going to put this. I think this is a bedroom. Uh, Yeah, so it's one of the bedrooms. So I'm going to put this bed somewhere in here, over here. And let's see, I'm gonna put this dining table to maybe somewhere over here. Uh, let's just say kind of kind of like this. Could be good. And when you do this, you probably want to like see how part of these dining tables, this is rating for the staircase. So this, right? So these dining tables are kind of behind of this leading over here. So because we have the dining table over here. So that means like we probably want to like delete or trim those geometries based on that. So I'm going to just kind of clean that up over here. And some of these things are grouped. So I'm going to, you can type ungroup to ungroup them. So I'm going to kind of delete all that stuff. Should be fun. Um, yeah. So yeah, so that's kind of okay. And then maybe in illustrations like this, I'm going to ungroup this. If you press Shift Control and G, that will ungroup the object. And I'm gonna kind of bring this uh, down here and then trim the lines so that it kind of looks like this. And let's see, maybe I need a couch or actually this pendant over here. It could go, it also could go somewhere up here. And I probably just need one of them. So ungroup and delete that. And I'm going to keep this kind of above this island, so to speak. Uh, Let me try that again over here. Yeah, I kind of like that. And I want the scale figures over here. Let's see if I can like place it so that this lady might be like talking to someone like over this island. So let's see if I kind of do this and that. That's probably maybe like I can kind of do this. Yeah, that might be okay. Um, and then it's not always necessary to have the people either as well. Let's see. So this I think could be a bedroom too. So I'm just going to move this, copy this, and mirror this geometry to put these things, put this bed up here. I might need some like a couch over here. So let me look at this to see if there's any uh, side profile of the sofas. Um, yeah, so I'm going to Control C to copy this. And if I come over here to paste this, and then sort of move it over to this areas. Let's see. So that might work out. Yeah, so that's kind of like oops. So I have to put this to the furniture layer over here. Okay, yeah, so that looks okay. And then now I think this is I can export this and start assigning the line weights in Illustrators. So I'm gonna go create this new layout and I'm going to call this section 1, uh, 11 by 17 landscape. Click OK. And I'm going to, so this should be in the creeping plane frame or the viewport layer over here. So change object layers. And I'm gonna go inside to look for the sections. Let's see over here. And then this is 1/8 of inch drawings. So 1/8 of inch equals 12 over here. Okay. Yeah, that actually looks decent. So I'm going to lock this layer over here. And yeah, I think that looks okay. And then from here, I'm just going to turn off all the layers first, like this, and then start with one by one, but like heavy. Yeah, so then have this heavy turned on, and then Control P to bring up this print Windows 11 by 17 landscape vector output, black and white layout, and this should be 1 to 1, this should be 1, this should be 1, and rest is as it is, and click print. And I'm going to save this on desktop. Hybrid section 1. And the name of the file name has to be the name of the layer. So in this case, it's a heavy save. And I'm going to continue doing that for the other layers as well. So heavy ground, Control P, 11 17. So all the layers should be all the settings for the print window should be the same. So print, and this will be heavy ground, save, and I'm gonna do that for all the rest of the layers. So I have all the PDFs over here exported from Rhino. I'm going to select all the files, PDF files, and drag and drop them onto the Illustrator file over here. So then I get all these files open. I'm just gonna move this heavy PDF to all the way to the left. And I'm gonna start with the wall hatch. So first things I would do is check this paste remember layers is on and change the name of the layer to the wall hatch. And select everything in this file and Control C. And I'm going to I'm gonna go to the heavy PDF file over here and type Control F, and that will set the this wall hatch layer to the copy and paste into this file over here. And while I'm here, I'm going to change this layer 1 to heavy over here. And so I'm going to repeat that process for all of the rest of the files. So this is medium, change the name to medium, select everything, Control C, and then Control F to copy, paste the lines over here. And I'm gonna do, I'm gonna continue that, and I'm going to close that file, medium right. Okay. So now I have all the layers and lines in this file over here. So I'm going to kind of work on the layer hierarchies. Heavy should be always on top of the layers over here. Wall hatch should be at the bottom. And I'm just gonna kind of lay it out. So medium right, furnitures could be like over here, heavy ground could be uh, 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 below heavy layers over here. Okay, so now I'm gonna start assigning the line weights, and I'm gonna start with this heavy ground to begin with. So select everything for the heavy ground over here, and then I'm going to assign 1 point for that. So that's kind of very thick line. Uh, so that's kind of very heavy line over here. And then next is heavy, so that's 0.75 is what I want to have for that. And medium is the kind of outline of the building, so that's 0.35. And that kind of goes around those areas. Just say medium light is for the doors and windows, so that's 0.25 over here. So that's the kind of these lines over there. Yeah, and then light is 0.15, so 0.15 over here. That's kind of everything that we see in the elevations, so to speak. Furnitures is 0.15. I'm gonna set that to 0.15 as well, but I'm going to change the color of these lines to kind of grayish colors over here, so that there is a differentiations in this line and that line over here. Um, yeah. And then wall hatch over here. So the hatch is I'm gonna set it to 0.1 or 0.15, and then I'm gonna again change that color to sort of gray colors over here. Yep. Uh, yeah, so that's probably like what I would like to have over here. Um, yeah. Sometimes these things happen, so I'm just gonna delete that. But yeah, I think overall this looks okay. So to speak. Um, and so then I'm going to, oh, I'm gonna close this file, and I'm going to save this file as a Illustrator file. So save as, and I'm just gonna save that in the same folder over here. And I'm gonna hybrid section 1, and I'm gonna change that file type to illustrator.ai file and save. Click OK. Right. So now this looks decent, I think. Yeah. So now I'm gonna go back to Rhino and I'm going to render this in D5, D5 render.